Hello, folks. My name is Brittany Ciordia. I'm here with Sonia Cervantes of Sonia's Healthy Corner. We're here to introduce this week's Get Fit Challenge. Get hydrated. Without further ado, Sonia, why don't you jump on, get us started, and tell us a little bit about yourself and your role in helping folks conquer their health and wellness goals.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brittany. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to participate in the Get Fit Challenge. This is my third year in a row. So as a participant and also as a contributor to give some insight on this week's challenge. Basically, I am a certified health coach, owner and founder of Sonia's Healthy Corner. I help individuals, organizations, families, companies get healthier by applying simple lifestyle changes that they can adopt on a daily basis. So we keep it simple and back to basics. And just happy to be here.
Great, great. Well, we are so excited to have you. And, let's just jump straight into it. We know that water is essential, but could you tell us why? How does water affect the different parts of our bodies?
Yes, definitely. Like very basic, right? Who would think that knowing about water will help you? It's like, well, it's a vital thing. Yeah, it is vital. And if you think about it, 60 to 70% of our bodies are composed of water. So that means every single cell in our body is formed of water. We have trillions of cells and we have organs and we have tissues. So it is very vital for the bodily functions. It regulates our body temperature. It transports nutrients in and out of our bodies, of our cells, into our organs, into our tissues. Also oxygen. It also helps us with the digestive system. It helps us remove waste from our liver, our kidneys, and it helps our brain function. So our brain is 75% water. When it's hydrated, we think better, we think more clearly, we get rid of the fogginess, and our neurons transmit communication better to our organs. So I would say, yes, it's very, very vital. It also, very important, I know you guys have heard this, it helps you curb your appetite and control or manage your cravings. So for those of us that want to control our cravings, because we all have them, right? Sugar cravings, salty cravings, good glass of water 20 to 30 minutes before you eat, before your meal, it will definitely help you. So yeah, many more reasons, but those are some of the vital necessities of keeping yourself hydrated.
Oh man, I did not realize that water played that big of a role. We hear all the time to get your cups in and whatnot, and that leads us into our next question. What is a good rule of thumb? How much of that vital nutrient do we need each day? Is it the 8 by 8, or is that an outdated guideline?
Well, there's a couple of numbers floating here and there, and I think that there's not that they're incorrect or not. It's just we want to keep it simple, right? It's just trying to keep too many numbers in your head. It's hard enough to go through your day. So keep it simple. If you think about it, we are all different, right? We are different heights, different weights, different level of activities and movements per day, different age.
Yeah.
So you cannot apply the 8 glasses per day to everybody, even male or females. We have different needs. If you are an athlete, you have a different need. So the rule of thumb is at a minimum to drink half of your body weight in ounces, meaning if you're talking about, let's say 160 pounds, then divided by 2, that's 80. So you should at least aim to drink 80 ounces of water per day. And then the same thing applies. So if you base it on your body weight, thinking, it makes sense, right? If 75% or 67% of our body is composed of water, then yeah, let's focus on the weight, and then half of our body weight in ounces at a minimum. Of course, if you're exercising and you're sweating and you're depleting that hydration, then you got to replenish, you got to drink more. but at a minimum, yes. Oh, and something super easy, listen to your body, okay? So, because we all get busy, so it's like, oh, did I drink 80 ounces? Or so when you go to the bathroom, look at the color of your pee, okay? The color of your pee should be clear, very light yellow, or yellowish. If it's on the brownish side, that means you need to drink more water, right? So listen to your body. That's super easy. And then the other thing too is when you are thirsty, okay? So we say, oh, you wait until you're thirsty to drink water. That means you're already dehydrated. So remind yourself to drink water throughout the day, whether you feel that in your throat or not. That means you just have to continuously keep replenishing.
Good to know. Hear that, folks? Once you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So let's keep that water going. Good tips. So then I must ask, what is the deal with electrolytes? It seems like the powders and water enhancers are popping up everywhere. Are those vital? Are they as vital as water? How does that play into this conversation?
Sure. So electrolytes are minerals in our body. They are minerals like sodium, magnesium, calcium, chloride, potassium, and they have electric charge when dissolved in water. Okay. Those are vital for bodily functions. Like the key word here is balance. They all need to be in balance, and they provide balance. They provide balance and how much water should be in your body, the amount of water in your body. They provide balance for your blood pressure. They provide balance for your pH. So basically, they control all that. They help your brain, your heart is a muscle, and your nervous system to keep function properly. Now, what happens is if you're exercising, right? Because typically you don't think of electrolytes until you're like working out, right? And you're sweating. So as we sweat or as we pee or even poop, we are depleting some of those minerals. So it is important that we replenish them. Yes, they're good. They're good to drink. We need to be careful though in what there's so many brands out there, right? And then
Right.
there's so many sports drinks, and some of them are not necessarily that pure. So that's when you need to just be careful, read labels like with everything else. Make sure you see what ingredients are in those sports drinks, because some of them have, other than minerals, vitamin B12 or C, which those are good for you, but they have additives like sugar, or they have colorings or artificial flavors. And I want to say something to that fact. We all know this blue or purple or whatever sports drink, regardless of the brand. And some of those have, like, a 20-ounce bottle has 30 grams of sugar. So keep that in mind. 30 grams of sugar. This pocket is 4 grams. So that means it has 7.5 of these pockets in a 20-ounce bottle. So it is okay if you are running or, exercising properly. But if you're just an average person working out, there probably is no need for you to drink those sports drinks. You can make your own. It's super easy to make. I will be posting on my YouTube on my YouTube channel, the recipe for electrolyte water. Super easy to make, super simple, cheaper, believe me, and it won't have sugar. So, but yeah, that's the story with electrolytes. They are good for you. We just have to be mindful of which, just read the ingredients, basically.
Good to know. Back to the half of your body weight in ounces guidelines. Does the water in my coffee or tea count? What about celery, cucumbers, the food, drinks? Does that count towards my water intake?
Yes, absolutely. The 20% of our intake of fluids can come from other things, foods, or, fluids.
20%.
20%,
Pretty
that's
high.
an average. That comes
Okay.
from other liquids or fluids other than water, pure water, right? It could be in food or it could be other fluids. Now, the thing with tea and coffee is that we need to be careful again that if they have caffeine, because some teas have caffeine, we got to remember that caffeine is a diuretic. So as you're drinking caffeine, you are also just getting a little bit dehydrated, right? So you got to replenish that extra. But yes, you can get that from vegetables or fruits. Actually, some of those vegetables have a lot, like, or fruits like watermelon or asparagus or lettuce. I mean, they have a lot of water in there.
Good to know. And what about sparkling water drinks? I love me a good LaCroix or a San Pellegrino. Are those all right? How does that play into that?
Yeah, I love LaCroix too. Not a commercial, but yeah. I mean, we all like that little bubbly fizziness, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
there are different types of sparkling waters, and there is the sparkling mineral water, which is the natural form, and those would be the Peregrino or the Perrier. I hope I'm saying it right, Perrier. And those come from, as the name says, mineral springs. So those are natural. And the minerals that are in that water are from Mother Earth. So those are a-okay, right? Now, the other ones are carbonated waters that are necessarily bad, but they have gone through a process of being infused. It's basically water being infused with carbon dioxide gas under pressure. And that sounds like a big process, but it's not that it's bad. It's a process. And again, that is okay, but we still need to look at the label. If they have artificial colorings, flavorings, extra stuff that we don't need, then we shouldn't be drinking those. There are some like LaCroix that claim to have nothing, right? No, they just enhance them. I don't know what their formula is, but with natural flavors. We just don't know. But yeah, and then there are some pros and cons about drinking those carbonated waters. Some of the pros are that it helps with digestion. It keeps you refreshed, which we all love that bubbly fizziness. And then they keep you filled. Now, that could be good or bad, because if they fill you up, then it could be at a disadvantage because now I'm full and now I don't want to drink more water. So it takes away from the daily intake that you're supposed to be drinking. It also, you got to be careful because some of those, if they are below a pH of 4, they're very acidic. They would damage your teeth, your enamel in your teeth. And then they might cause some bloating or gassy. So it's just, those are the things. But like I said, it's just focus on the ingredients.
Good to know. Good to know. Now, I know some people just don't like the taste of plain water. So I'm glad that you acknowledged that, sometimes we want that bubbly without all of the added bad stuff.
Right.
Are there any tips for helping the folks who don't necessarily love the taste of water drink more while avoiding all the nasty? Can we add fruit to the water? What are your tips on getting folks more hydrated if they're not in love with just the taste of water?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm one of them. I mean, I can drink water. I'm motivated to drink water when I'm exercising just because I'm sweating. I'm like, I have that need. But like in the winter, which is our winter in San Diego, I'm not motivated to drink water. I mean, I'm not. So the first thing I would say is first thing in the morning, before you run to get your coffee ready or your tea or whatever, have a glass of water by you on the side of the bed, or just get up, go to the refrigerator, get some water, a big glass of pure water. And, that at least you start your day right. And then definitely you can infuse your water with fruit or even herbs like I mean, a fruit, you can throw berries in there or a slice of cucumber. Actually, that's very refreshing, slice of cucumber. And, other things like orange or lime, whatever. But you can also add herbs like basil or thyme or mint. And I have like this bottle. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to,
Yep.
because of the background, but it has this thing in the middle that you can add some fruit or whatever you want to add there, and then you have the water. And so it gets infused. You put it in the refrigerator. That's one way. You can bottle it, meaning you can buy fun bottles that you enjoy and that have some measurements. Like this bottle here has the different measurements, throughout the day. Okay, this is 4 ounces, this is 16 ounces. So you kind of have an idea of, what you're drinking throughout the day. You can put like fun ice cubes that just motivate yourself. You can sip it. You can use a straw throughout the day. Sometimes we're, especially now that we're working out of the house in front of the computer and Zoom meetings or whatever, sip it. Have a straw in there and just continuously, mindlessly. There you go, right? And it makes it easier when you sip it, right?
Right.
So sip it good, I guess. And then you can also set reminders on your phone or your laptop. As you set reminders to get up here and there and maybe pay a visit to the refrigerator, well, maybe pay a visit to the water cooler, right? Always carry water if you're out and about. I find myself that I kind of, just by having water in the car or in my purse, I'll drink it. If I don't have it, then I won't notice. It's just, out of sight, out of mind, right? And then last but not least, the food. Make sure you have like food that has water in it, like fruits and vegetables. You can have your soups or your smoothies. So there's a lot of ways that you can start integrating more water in your life.
Great. Well, it sounds like we've got some really helpful tips. I know I might pop back into my kitchen and add some cucumber and lemon to my water. I love the idea of putting herbs. I think that could be
Yes.
so refreshing. So thank you so much for all those great tips, Sonia. I'm really excited to have had you on and to chat about water. Thank you so much for your insights. And we look forward to having the folks of Get Fit get hydrated this week. Thanks
Get
so much, Sonia.
hydrated.
Mhm.
Definitely. Yeah. Looking forward to participating as well.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you, and we'll see you out there, guys.